Welcome, everyone, to this week astrology for the week of May 4th to May 10th. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're catching this live, happy Friday. We have a very nice day ahead today because we have Venus conjuncting Neptune in Aries. So that's a really nice aspect, very romantic and imaginative. So do enjoy that if you're catching this live. And welcome to my channel if you're new here. And of course, welcome back if you're returning. I'm Joshua the Psychic, and you can check out my website, psychicsun.com, if there's anything I can do for you. So let's reflect back to last week, or this week if you're catching this live. Hey, nice to see you. So Venus has entered Aries, and this is really nice. And this happened on April 30th, so a few days ago if you're catching this live, and it will be in Aries until June 5th. As Venus enters Aries, our hearts become bold, passionate, and ready to take the lead in love and relationships. This transit sparks assertive attraction and a desire for excitement, pushing us to pursue what we want with confidence. It's a time to embrace independence, to take risks in love, and boldly express desires. Creativity flourishes. So don't hold back from making daring moves. Trust your instincts, trust your desires, and let this fiery energy fuel your romantic and artistic breakthroughs. I would say with Aries, Venus and Aries, the brightest fires sometimes burn out the quickest. So you want to make sure that you are going for the long haul. Like if you meet somebody, you don't want to burn it up, right? Because when Venus is in Aries, we can be very Aries-like in terms of love. And Venus is actually going to leave its post-shadow period on May 16th. So that's going to be even better for Aries in particular, because Venus will be up to speed and operating beautifully, even more beautifully than she is now. Casmar, great to see you. Happy Friday. I saw Casmar last night, everybody, because we did a live stream and she was there for that. We had a lot of fun talking about the Scorpio full moon, although I have to say that it was really weird talking about the Scorpio full moon while we're in the waxing moon cycle of Taurus, because Taurus is ruled by Venus and it's very, very, very bright. And Tauruses are typically can be somewhat Pollyanna, right? They have rose-colored glasses. So to talk about Scorpio, the balance of that was pretty intense, but I'm glad you got a head start on that Scorpio full moon that we'll have on May 12th. And if you missed the live, well, you can just check it out. It's in the description. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Great feedback. Thank you, Casmar. So Venus is in Aries, and we also had, last time we spoke, that new moon in Taurus, and that was on April 27th. So if you're catching this live prior to the 12th of May, 2025, we're drawing in energy, right? We're planting seeds. Oh, you are happy to... Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, I sometimes wonder, am I going too far ahead? But it's good to have it in the back of your mind, right? So I'm glad you now know what you can look forward to. But we are in this Taurus new moon cycle, so we're planting seeds. And we're determining what our values are, and we're planting seeds for value fulfillment, which is what happiness is, right? Value fulfillment. So let's talk about this week and how you can make the most of it and make the most of just one small day. That's what we aim to do here on This Week Astrology. So on May 4th, 2025, we're going to start the week with the first quarter moon. Now, the first quarter moon is the period of time between the new moon and the full moon. So you have 1 week since the new moon in Taurus on May 4th. And then, of course, we have that other week from the 4th of May to the 12th of May. And that middle point is your first quarter moon. So the first quarter moon is all about taking decisive action, overcoming obstacles, and staying focused on your goals to build momentum. So this is like the halfway point, right? You had your new moon in Taurus on the 27th. You plant seeds early on that week. And this is that halfway point. So you just want to really look and see what you had wished for that new moon and see how you're doing. This is a good time for you to track your progress and say, okay, got 1 week to really step it up, to see what you can do to to manifest, what seeds you can plant, how you can forward your projects, etc. So on Sunday, May 4th, it's the sun's day, the most brightest day of the week, right? It's ruled by the sun, and it connects us to the eternal present moment, that spacious moment when you're in the now. That's where your point of power is. So do things that you enjoy on Sunday. Do things that light you up, and try to be as joyful as possible and celebrate yourself. I think especially celebrate your body, because if you're celebrating your body, you're not going to get sick. You're not going to get sick, right? But if you don't use it, you lose it. So do whatever you can to celebrate. Celebrate your life, your body, your partnerships, your work, if you have great work. And it's a double whammy, actually, of solar energy on Sunday, because the moon will be in Leo. Oh, boy. So it's the sun's day, and the moon will be in Leo on Sunday. A very, very sunny day. Keywords for your Leo moon on Sunday include charismatic, proud, bold, magnanimous, generous, warm-hearted, courageous, dramatic, optimistic, playful, and fun. Leos know how to have a good time. If you're ever with a Leo, they're really good at making sure that you have a lot of fun, because they're such fun people. They're fun people. They're generous people. They're warm people. They're happy-go-lucky people, typically. Although you don't want to see a Leo in a bad mood. That's bad. That's not good. 4, numerologically on Sunday, embodies stability and structure. It signifies reliability, discipline, and order, blending hard work with methodical progress. And this is a nice anniversary day. If you reflect back to 1974, well, on May 4th, 1974, ABBA's Waterloo, that song, Waterloo, you defeated, I lost the one, topped the UK pop chart, marking the first of 9 number 1 hits in the country. The single Waterloo was initially named Honey Pie. Honey Pie. I guess I could hear that. I like Waterloo better. It made the band the first Swedish winner of the Eurovision Song Contest, and was later chosen as the best song in Eurovision's history during its 50th anniversary celebration. So you must listen to Waterloo. I love the song Waterloo. I can't really sing it for you. However, I can tell you that it's about, they're making an analogy of Napoleon when I guess he gave up at Waterloo because, well, and that the analogy was to love. Like whoever was singing the song, she had to give up because she was defeated, and he loves her, and the rest is history. So maybe listen to Waterloo this weekend. It's always a good time to listen to ABBA. So do enjoy that on Sunday, Sunday Fun Day. Also on Sunday, Pluto is going to retrograde in Aquarius. Now, this is an outer planet, so it's not like Mercury going retrograde or Mars going retrograde or the worst, Venus going retrograde. All the inner planets are direct, but Pluto is retrograde come Monday the 4th. So this is a good time for us to get really comfortable on the internal plane with any major changes that we want to make. As Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius, it's time for reflection on how you engage with groups, technology, and progressive ideals. This retrograde encourages you to reassess your connection to the collective movements and the role of innovation in your life. Aquarius's energy asks you to examine how you contribute to society and where you feel alienated and how to break free from outdated systems. This is an ideal period to confront the tension between your individuality and your sense of needing to belong. So use this time from May 4th to October 13th, 2025 to confront the tension between that individuality and belonging, to unearth deep truths about your involvement in social causes, and reshape your vision for the future. Despite delays or disruptions with Pluto retrograde, there are lots of opportunities for radical reinvention. So do enjoy Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. You're probably not going to really sense this or feel this, but that's okay. You'll know about it. And you want to really think about all those Aquarian things. Your groups, your friends, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your ideals, technology, your place in terms of technology, the social causes you care about, etc. So do enjoy that. And we start our work week on the 5th. Now, this is a double five. So I would get some extra rest on Sunday when you're going to sleep. And be flexible, okay? Because it's a double 5 energy, and 5, it can sometimes mean an adjustment to the plan. It's not a bad thing, but if you're flexible, it's going to be helpful because there's probably going to be some kind of adjustment to the plan. Of course, we're still under our waxing moon phase from that new moon in Taurus that we had on April 27th. So we're drawing in energy, right? We're focusing on what we want. We're taking inspired action to build momentum and growth. And Monday, the 5th of May, is the moon's day. Every Monday is the moon's day. It's the day of the week ruled by the moon. And that means it's very, very sensitive. We're very, very porous on the moon's day. So be sure to double down on your self-care and nurture your subconscious mind. Don't give yourself the luxury of a negative thought. We get what we concentrate on. There's no other main rule. That's why vision boards are good to have. Nowadays, with tech, you can create a vision board, maybe a digital vision board, and you can put it on your screensaver on your phone or on your computer. Or you could do the old-fashioned way. You could print it out or make one by hand and hang it up right by your computer, right by your desk, or wherever you go frequently, maybe the fridge, the mirror, wherever. Your moon is going to be in Leo on Monday until 3:39 p.m. East. So we're embracing creativity, confidence, and self-expression. Now, come 3:39 p.m. East, what do? We hide the evidence. We destroy the evidence because the moon will be in Virgo. So essentially, Leo is all about party hardy. Let's have fun. It can sometimes go a little bit overboard. Doesn't always know when to get off the bus. And then Virgo comes, and then it's, the pavement meets the road, and we have to really buckle down. So there is a big switch in energy. I would just remember, if you party a lot this weekend with the moon in Leo, well, guess what? You're going to have more to clean up when that moon enters Virgo. So just bear that in mind. Your shift to Virgo on Monday at 3:39 p.m. East is going to have us focusing on organization, detail, and practical solutions. So it's quite a shift. We're going to be able to let our hair down and dance and party like it's 1999 with that moon in Leo. And then we have to get back to basics, get our diet in order, organize our space, and get work done and focus on service, of course. 5, numerologically on Monday, represents change and adaptability. It signifies curiosity, freedom, and versatility. It's about balancing exploration with resourcefulness. And we have one of many nice, well, not many. There's a few really cool aspects. Oh, this whole week is really beautiful in terms of aspects, by the way. So if you want to make any moves, this is the week to do it. This is the week to do it because we have Mercury in Aries making a sextile to Jupiter in Gemini. Really, really, really nice. So this is going to expand our mind. This is going to help us to share ideas and embrace new opportunities for growth and learning. I would say, especially if you want to make major strides and you want to expand in some area of your life. For instance, say you want to scale your business, or say you want to get more exposure. This is really good for PR, especially. It's good for communication and expansion through that. And it could also be for romance as well. You could make your moves, but it's a very, very fortunate aspect. So definitely enjoy this. It's really going to be all about how you can communicate in such a way that allows yourself to expand. Seinfeld, whose birthday was April 29th, he's a Taurus. He has this aspect in his chart. He has his Mercury in Aries, which makes sense. Very, very fast, talented, gifted writer. And most Aries are really good writers, really. And he also has his Jupiter in Gemini. So maybe you watch some Seinfeld if you're into that. There are Seinfeld people and there are not. Although, for many years I wasn't. I didn't really see the appeal. And, well, he is brilliant. It's pretty good. So enjoy your Monday, even if you don't watch any Seinfeld. And on Tuesday, the 6th of May, of course, we're still under our waxing moon phase. We're focusing on what we want, drawing in our ideals, taking inspired action. And action is really key on Tuesday because action-oriented Mars rules your day. So it's ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. Make your moves, fire your shot. And your moon will be in Virgo, so the energy will be a little bit more muted. You might want to dance a little bit below the ceiling, be a little bit more modest, quiet down. Get your work done. Keep your head down and get your work done. And really, I feel like what's cool about Virgo, it's really about self-improvement. And same thing with the sixth house. If we're focusing on ourselves and improving ourselves, that's really going to keep us out of trouble, because nobody's going to criticize you who's doing more than you. Nobody's going to criticize you who's doing more than you, because they're so focused on improving. They would be so focused on improving themselves that they wouldn't have any reason to criticize you. So just bear that in mind. Focus on self-improvement. Your keywords for your Virgo moon on Tuesday: analytical, practical, diligent, reliable, precise, methodical, modest, intelligent, critical, simple, helpful, and kind, like their opposite sign, Pisces. Virgo's very, very kind people. 6, numerologically, much better than the 5 we had the day prior. Symbolizes harmony and responsibility. It's all about caring and nurturing and balance, merging compassion with a sense of duty. And that dutifulness goes great with your Virgo moon. And we have another beautiful, beautiful aspect. Now, this one is a lot more lovey-dovey. Venus in Aries will make a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. Lovey-dovey, but transformative nonetheless. So we're going to be able to transform our love, deepen our connections, and embrace self-expression. Fred Astaire had this aspect in his chart. Fred Astaire was a Taurus. I always get him and Gene Kelly confused. I guess Gene Kelly, I believe, was a Virgo. And Fred Astaire was actually a Taurus. So his sun was in Taurus, his ascendant was in athletic Sagittarius, and his moon was in versatile Gemini. So that makes sense, right? And then his midheaven was in Libra, and he was known for beauty because he was a great dancer. And he had this sextile in his chart. He had Venus in Aries sextiling Pluto in Gemini, actually, not in Aquarius. So maybe you watch some Fred Astaire. Is he the Singing in the Rain guy? I think he's the Singing in the Rain guy. Yeah, you could. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Kasmar, for your super chat. I appreciate that. Very generous of you. Previous employees made big mistakes, which I'm working on to fix. What is a good way to move forward without bringing up and placing blame on them? Ooh, let's see, Kasmar. This is an interesting question. We're going to have to give this a little bit of a think, right? So let's see what we get for Kasmar. Previous employees made big mistakes, which I'm working on to fix. You're part of the cleanup crew, aren't you? Yeah, let's see. What is a good way to move forward without bringing up and placing blame on them? I have to discuss this on Tuesday. Let's see. That's a really good question. Puts you in a very compromising position, because you don't want to be like that person who's always complaining or making other people look bad, right? Previous employees made mistakes, which I'm working to fix. What is a good way to move forward without bringing up, placing blame on them? And let's see. Let's see, Kasmar, what you can do. Oh, I see. Oh, this is very, very clear. Look at you. Look at you. You got these beautiful cards here. So the first card is Knight of Cups. Oop, I'll take down your super chat so you can actually see the card. So yeah, you got Knight of Cups. Now, Knight of Cups is a lover. It's all about love. So you can do whatever you want as long as you're doing it with love. So you want to send love to everybody in the org, and you want to make it more of like this idealism, right? Well, ideally we could do this, but you want to make sure that you're being very idealistic and very loving. You're going after an ideal. So you don't have to really look to the past and say, well, they really screwed this up. You have to instead, be idealistic about it. Next, we have the Star card. And this would suggest you get inspired about what you want to do. Like, what is the new plan? And getting really inspired about that, focusing on the future, being pathologically optimistic, and really looking at what you have now to play with that is going to make things so much easier, because now you have more resources at your disposal than you had previously, right? So keep things positive, focus on the inspiration, and you have victory here. You're going to be fine. It's a matter of, you're going toward victory with this whole endeavor. And it's a matter of, you want to just take that seat of victory before you even start. And you're doing what you need to do in order to achieve victory. So I would just say, whatever you're doing, just do it with love first. Send love to everybody and make it, somewhat idealistic. Keep a smile on your face. No blame yet necessary. Just talk about what could be, right? And what new things are available to you. Because I think with the star card, there's a reason why things can be better now, irrespective of the screw ups that you had to contend with previously. I hope that makes sense, Casmar. And thank you for your super chat. And Fred Astaire was what? He was also the narrator of Frosty the Snow. This I did not know. I'm going to have to watch that. Maybe in the winter, though. Maybe in the winter, because, not really into snow right now. It's May, and we need some summertime. So on Wednesday, the 7th of May, well, of course, we're still in our waxing moon phase. We're focusing on what we want. We're drawing in our ideals. Mercury, planet of communication, rules your day on Wednesday. So be sure to pad your sked with some extra wiggle room. You never know. You never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day. So be flexible, pad your sked with some extra wiggle room, and, go with the flow. You want to make sure that your body is loose because you might be having to change directions, right? And you don't want to be like, oh, well, I was going to be doing this. No, you want to be flexible. So our moon will be in Virgo again all day on Wednesday. So get her done. Focus on your work, organization, practicality, and improving your daily routines. Virgo moon is an ideal time to refine your details and to bring order to chaos. Sounds like that's what you're doing, Casmar. Good thing we have that Virgo moon so you can create order out of chaos, right? But remember the balance. You need order in order to have chaos. They have to coexist. So maybe we keep that in mind when we're having to create order. 7, numerologically on Wednesday, is all about introspection and spirituality. It's about wisdom, contemplation, understanding, think inner growth, and a quest for knowledge. And while you're at it on Wednesday, make yourself a roast leg of lamb because it's roast leg of lamb day, apparently. So it's a delicacy in many parts of the world. This dish is easy to make at home. Well, that's debatable. I'm still working on my grilled cheese, but maybe you'll make a great roast leg of lamb. Try it with delicious spices and herbs like rosemary and garlic. That sounds very good. Although I'm kind of surprised if it's easy to make. Oh, thank you again, Casmar. That's very, very generous and kind of you. I really appreciate your super chat. Thank you. So I don't know. I mean, you could make a roast leg of lamb. I'm not going to try that. I still haven't tried my grilled cheese, and I was given great instructions here on the live, and I'm still working on it. But I need to move fast, but I finally actually did find American cheese. I had to go to 2 grocery stores in order to find it. And then I find out it's not very good for you. Oh, well. 2 tears in a bucket. That's what I say. So on Thursday, the 8th of May, Tuesday, the 8th of May, of course, we're still under our waxing moon phase. We're focusing on what we want, drawing in our ideals. Jupiter, planet of luck and abundance, rules your day, which is very nice. Think big, doubt your limits, and go beyond your stretch. Do whatever you can to expand and grow. Go beyond what you know, right? Maybe take a leap of faith. So you're going to have your Virgo moon on Thursday until, 3:06 a.m. So in the wee hours of the morning, maybe you'll be dreaming of efficiency, organization, and refining details. Because at 3:06, then the moon will shift to Libra. So you're going to wake up on Thursday with a beautiful, harmonious Libra moon. And people are going to be a lot less picky, a lot more likely to go along, to get along. That shift to Libra is going to help us to embrace balance, harmony, and to really strengthen our relationships. So during that Virgo moon in the earlier part of the week, it's kind of a loner type moon. It's easier to do things by yourself just because we can be a little bit persnickety with that Virgo moon. But then the moon comes and it enters Libra, and we're a lot more forgiving, a lot more likely to acquiesce and to go with the flow. And 8 numerologically on Thursday represents power and material success. That sounds very nice, right? We like that. It signifies ambition, authority, and efficiency. Think achievement with ethical conduct. And after you have your roast leg of lamb, I do hope you have dessert. In fact, I hope you have I hope you have coconut cream pie because it is National Coconut Cream Pie Day. Now, this sounds really good. So enjoy the ultimate custard and cream concoction. And listen to this. Top it with a pile of fluffy whipped cream and toasted coconut shavings. Well, you had me at fluffy whipped cream. You really did. You really did. And those toasted coconut shavings sound really good too. So be sure to have some coconut cream pie, and that'll be great. So, okay, no, I did get it from the deli, Casmar. I had them slice it. And okay, it was American cheese, and I wanted the yellow for whatever reason, American cheese, and I had them slice it. I think it cost me like $8, and now I have all this cheese in the fridge. I'm making myself eat it, but I much prefer the mozzarella, the light mozzarella cheese that comes in the packages. It comes in the packages, but it's really tasty and it has it's not bad for you. I mean, I guess this American cheese I got is not good, but I'm hoping, because I got it from the deli, that it's better than the regular stuff. So, you had some the other day? Did you have American cheese or mozzarella cheese? Everything's a lot more expensive. I go to this place. I treat myself to this place called Gelson's. It's a grocery store here, and their deli is really, really great. They're slow as molasses in winter, but it's really good, especially their London broiled sirloin beef. Oh, really, really good. Yeah. Oh, coconut cream pie is good. You had coconut cream pie the other day? Well, that's amazing. You're right on schedule, Casmar. You're celebrating early. Well, be sure to celebrate on Thursday too, because that's going to be really tasty. So on Friday, the 9th of May, my goodness, where's the time go? We're, of course, still under our waxing moon phase. We're focusing on what we want, drawing in ideals, and taking inspired action to build momentum and growth. Venus, planet of love, rules your day on Friday. So spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day, of course, but we should particularly do that on Friday. Celebrate your blessings, yourself, celebrate your partners, and have a good time on Friday. You're going to have a double whammy of Venus energy, in fact, on Friday. How lovey-dovey could this be? Venus ruled Libra. You have moon in Libra on Friday as well. Keywords for your Libra moon on Friday: diplomatic, fair, graceful, peace-loving, indecisive, social, cooperative, charming, balanced, aesthetic, very aesthetic people, and romantic. So do enjoy that, all that Venus energy. Lots of love is in the air. 9, numerologically, embodies humanitarianism and compassion. It's all about empathy, generosity, and idealism. Think universal love with a global perspective. And Billy Joel's birthday. He was born William Martin Joel on May 9th, 1949 in the Bronx. No surprise that he's a Taurus, another Venus-ruled sign. And he's one of the most popular and successful solo artists in the entire world. His music career spans over 5 decades, and he has released 33 albums. 33 albums? Well, there we go. I guess Tauruses aren't really lazy, are they? 33 albums. And he's been a regular on the charts since 1977 with his album, The Stranger. And the album was certified platinum 4 times, and it also won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year in 1978. He's been nominated for 23 Grammy Awards and has won 6. So you must listen to some Billy Joel on Friday. It's going to add to your Venus energy because, well, he's Venus ruled as well. And on Saturday the 10th, well, we're under our waxing moon phase, right? We're focusing on what we want, drawing in our ideals. And Saturn, planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility, rules your day. So you might want to use Saturday to set yourself up for a successful week ahead. Now, your moon will be in Libra until 3:58 p.m. East on Saturday. So we're seeking balance and connection with that Libra moon at the start of our weekend. And right about 4 p.m. on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern, the moon will shift to Scorpio. So that's going to have us embrace intensity, transformation, and deep emotional growth. And what we're doing with this Scorpio moon is we're preparing for that full moon that we're going to have on the 12th. We're going to talk more about that next week, of course. And numerologically on Saturday, it's a 10, which symbolizes completion and renewal. It's all about accomplishment, innovation, and transition, merging endings with new beginnings. And if you're a dog mom, well, happy Dog Mom Day. Honor the special bond between dog moms and their furry companions, Dog Mom Day is a day to appreciate the unconditional love and joy our canine friends bring into our lives. So do enjoy Dog Mom Day. Happy Dog Mom Day to all the dog moms that are out there. And also on Saturday, we have Mercury, planet of communication, entering Taurus. So our minds are going to slow down a little bit, and that's okay. As Mercury enters Taurus, our thinking becomes steady, practical, and focused on the long term. This transit, which will be from May 10th to May 25th, encourages thoughtful communication, careful planning, and it's going to push us to ground our ideas in reality. It's a time to make clear decisions, to stick to practical solutions, and to value consistency. Patience and perseverance pay off, so be sure to embrace a methodical approach to problem solving. Trust in your ability to build solid foundations and see your ideas manifest over time. It's time to measure twice and cut once, folks. So we're slowing things down, following best practices, and thinking of the long term. Before I close, I got to tell you what we're doing. On Thursday, next week, we won't be having a live Thursday Night Lights. I'm not going to make promises, but I may be able to get you a video too that will be pre-recorded. But what I'm going to do is even cooler. I'm actually doing an event with Jessie Rosen, who's a very accomplished author, and she is just fantastic. She wrote a book, and there's some astrology in it, and we're going to be actually doing an astrology workshop with her on Thursday, and that is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern till 9:30 p.m., or if you're on the Pacific Coast, that's 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Now, the link to that is in the description below. It's an event, Eventbrite. I think that's what it's called, and it's free. And you'll learn about your big three, and you'll also probably get inspired. And be a lot of creative people there, especially Jessie, who is extremely creative and extremely productive. So if you're a writer or you're interested in learning more about astrology, particularly your big three, definitely show up to the workshop. I'll be there doing that live during that time. And like I said, I will not be live because I can't be two places at the same time. You may get a video on that next Thursday, but if you're looking for something to do and you usually do Thursday Night Lights, come to my event or Jessie's event or our event, because it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I think we did it, folks. I think so. We went through this entire week. Oh my goodness. Already in May. So everyone, check out my website, psychicsun.com, if there's anything I can do for you. Have a beautiful weekend. Again, if you're catching this live, we have Neptune and Venus in Aries conjuncting. This is a really great transit for, it's a great aspect for love. It's great for romance. It's great for imagination. It's great for just even idly daydreaming. And it's not really idle when you daydream, right? Because you're thinking about what you want to have happen. So take good care, everybody. Thank you, Casimar, again for your super chats. I appreciate that. And everybody else who's in the chat. And I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.